Okay, how is everyone doing? My name is Kia. I am the spiritual advocate. I had a request on Bigo Live. I keep telling y'all come find me on Bigo, but I had a request to do a collective, so I figured why not do the collective for the collective and bring it to you guys too, right? I'm right here too. See? Okay. Hello, one visitor that always comes to see me and never says hi or tells me who you are. Thank you for joining me again. I love you. Like I said, it's a collective reading. It's general. It's not going to resonate with everyone. But for those of you that it does resonate with, if you are on Bigo, please share my live. Follow if you're not already following. All the beings in the world are necessary right now. I'm in danger. And if you're on YouTube, by all means, like, subscribe, share, all of that stuff. I have not.
Write in the comments. It pulls in your energy and it makes her go up on the heat list.
Definitely. I did not write a description, but I'll fix it later. If you're watching this later, by all means, if you want a personal, just find the information in the description box afterward, and you can book an appointment. If you're on Bigo and you want to set up an appointment, go to my profile, send me a text to the phone number, and we'll schedule your appointment. Just so you guys know, I do not start my readings with reversals in the deck. So if you do get a reversal, please pay attention to what the message is in the moment. I am using the Enchanted Map Oracle deck and the Light Seers Tarot for this reading. Yeah.
What reading are you doing?
I'm just doing a collective reading. And collective readings is general, but it could resonate with anyone. There might be parts of the message or the whole message itself could resonate with you. But as with any general reading, you take what does resonate and you leave what doesn't. If nothing resonates, don't go out of your way to try and fit it to your story. Just let it be. This is not the message for you. That's all.
Yeah. You see, I'm dying right now. Trying to make it fit.
Because you know how people are sometimes.
I learned something new with Spirit.
And that's something that I said I wanted to do for you guys too. You guys come on, and if it's not something you're used to, you get these messages. But if you've never been taught how to take the message, you can harm yourself. One of the reasons that I got frustrated and stopped pulling cards a couple of weeks ago is because I have people coming in getting these readings on a daily basis. You don't need that many readings. Nothing has changed in your energy yet. And you get the messages, you don't understand how to proceed with them, and instead of finding out how to proceed, you just keep getting messages. It becomes a band-aid to your real life. You're still not living and you're still confused. You're actually more frustrated because you don't know how to decipher these messages, you know? So one of the things about us being readers, we want to and we're supposed to be able to live comfortably off of what we do, but at the same time we have to recognize when we're becoming a damage, when we're becoming harmful to the collective. And I felt like I was becoming harmful. As much as I want the beans and I need the money, it's not worth it for me to cause harm on you guys. So I fell all the way the fuck back.
You see that love?
Huh?
So you see that love right there? That's love, right?
It ain't nothing but love, because I'm hurting right now for you. It's been rough.
What is this?
What did I say? Oh,
hear this
blessings to you.
collective though.
What happened?
I said I can't wait to hear this collective though.
And even the few readings that I have done, that's one thing that I've seen. It's affecting everyone. I don't care what sign you are, what year you was born. Everyone is feeling this right now. Aquarius is, I don't think it's hit them as hard as it hit everyone else. But this shit. Mm-hmm. Okay, collective. So your overall energies at the bottom of the deck are the Eight of Pentacles and the Goblins. Listen, when the universe tells you to sit your ass down, it's always for a reason. It's because not only does it need to have the time and the opportunity to rearrange the energies for you, but because there are certain things that you need to become aware of or show some attention to that you might not have been, that you probably have been neglecting. And right now, the immediate message that I'm getting is in this retrograde energy, this heaviness that we've been feeling with this Goblins card. It's taking us through the motions because there are decisions that need to be made. And I'm hearing that we haven't been making either the proper choices, or we haven't been making the decisions or taking actions on the decisions that need to be made moving forward. And you definitely popped in my head as this is coming through, Gaia. So I'm feeling like this message, particularly what I'm about to say, is specifically for you. You are in your own way. You are holding on to those limiting thoughts and beliefs that have been stagnating you. There is something, there is an experience, there is an ordeal, there is something from your past that, although I'm hearing you feel like you let it go, you didn't necessarily let it go. You pushed it down. It was never addressed. Is something coming up specifically for you now in this moment, Gaia? Something from the past, you don't understand why it's coming up, why it's being presented to you? And because you guys are not aware, you can't see what's going on my screen over here. She asked that this message specifically resonate with her. So if it seems like it's directed to her, a lot of it might be directed to her. But it does not mean that there is not a message in here for the rest of you if necessary. I'm just waiting on her response before I proceed. Did you hear the question I asked you? I was asking you because I feel like it was directed towards you specifically in that moment. There's something from your past that has been resurfacing lately, whether it's through thoughts, whether it's through people, whether it's through you reconfronting situations. But there's a choice that needs to be made. And I feel like whatever these limiting thoughts or beliefs that you're holding on to from your past is keeping you from making those choices or that choice to move forward. Is that correct? Does that make sense to you? Yes. Okay. Let me move on because it'll clear itself up. It'll make more sense. But whatever that is, whatever it is that you are holding on to from the past, I believe you thought you dealt with it. So you're kind of confused as to why it's resurfacing now. It wasn't dealt with. You've done what a lot of us do. We we say we've come to terms with something and we push it down, but we don't address it. We don't deal with the actual issue. Um, you have to go to the root of the problem. And the root of the problem is something that you have not either figured out yet, or you haven't taken accountability. It's not the fault of the energies outside of you. You need to recognize in order to move past that energy. But being in that energy is what's keeping you from making this choice and moving forward. Okay. Let me go into the cards. Now, as I explained, I do not start my readings with reversals in the deck. But the first card that came out for you guys collectively was the wide open card in reverse. On top of it was the Ten of Wands. So you are in a space where there is a new beginning. You've ended something, or something is coming to an end in this Ten of Wands energy. But you're resistant to this change. I need everyone to keep in mind we are still in this Mercury retrograde energy. So a lot of the resistance that we're giving, we're not even understanding clearly right now why we're making certain decisions or not making certain decisions, why we can't move, why we can't make any progress. The universe has basically set a large portion of us down on our asses so that it can maneuver the energies the way it needs to. Are you coming back up? So, I know you feel the resistance. I do not want you to be discouraged. This transition is taking place whether you want it to or not. It's necessary. Even though in this current moment you are not feeling as open and as in resonance, as much in resonance with the way the energies are moving as you should, everything is still working out. You're still very much in this Queen of Wands energy. The Queen of Wands energy fell out on top of the Bone Collector. So not only are you together, for me, this is like the Magician card. When you put the Queen of Wands on top of the Bone Collector, the Bone Collector is the sage. It's the village chief, the shaman. Like, you're in that energy of actually understanding, knowing, no problems, Nate, and keeping things together, keeping the people together, working with and healing the collective. Um, you're in this period of really evolving, whether you recognize it as that or not. So this stagnation, there's not much work that you can do personally. What you need to do, what we all need to do really, is just be in that allowing state, allowing the universe to really do the work that's necessary so that we can continue to move in our power. Moving forward, we have the Page of Cups on top of Ghostlands. Now, I have to say this to you guys. I'm an intuitive reader. I don't read the cards. I understand the definitions, the meaning of the cards, but I don't read the cards the way most people read the cards. I use the cards as a way to channel the energies, to channel the messages that the energies feel are going to most resonate with you. And this, immediately, what I got off of this card is not necessarily the true definition of it, but I'm drawn to this disconnection with self. This is the main message, the main focus that I'm getting off of this card. If you look at him, he's kind of he's disconnected to himself, even though he's very much in that heart space. I don't know if you guys can see this card that well. I hope you can. But he's very much disconnected from himself in this moment, but he's still very much tapped into that heart space. This card has popped out on top of Ghostlands. Let me show you this card as well. The Ghostlands card. And this is the mood that you're in. This is the feeling that a lot of us are in right now. Kind of left out in the cold, kind of separated, disconnected, not only from ourselves, but from the collective in a bit, and really trying to listen to ourselves, listen to the messages that are coming in, really see the cues in this moment to figure out how are we being directed, how are we being guided, where is spirit trying to lead us. What I really like most about this reading is this aspect of it. This death card on top of the magical map shifter. This is the death and rebirth card. All of this turmoil that we're feeling, all of this disconnect, being in a space of understanding who we are, what our powers are, what we're capable of, what we want to do, what we desire to do, what our mission is, and having this desire, this hunger to really continue to push forward, but being stagnated. It's very confusing. It's very frustrating even, but when we go through all of this and then this death and rebirth comes on top of the magical map shifter, this for me is it makes it easier. It's validation that everything that's going on right now is really setting us up for something new, something way more beautiful and spectacular. If you pay attention, if you look inside, do you see that star, how bright, how pretty, how calm everything is internally, even though everything outside is death and chaos and confusion. But this death and this chaos is going to lead us to that more brighter future. It's going to put us in a position where we're not only allowing the universe to shift the things on this map, but it's allowing us to tap into ourselves and become the magical map shifter, you know? So it's a beautiful thing. Everything that we are experiencing and feeling right now is leading to this shift in our energy, this shift in our environment. Um, we're feeling the shift, and I think the collective at large is feeling this shift right now as well. Um, this shift needs to be capitalized on. We need to understand it for what it is, and we need to be totally in this star card. This star card, that's it's wish fulfillment. It's the blessings coming in. It's the universe really listening to you and helping you manifest what it is. Now, in doing so, we must also understand this star card on top of the cleaning house card is telling us that we need to be aware of what is currently in our environment that might be stagnating us. And that brings me back to the overall energy that I was talking to you about, Gaia. Um, these limiting thoughts and beliefs, these goblins that have followed us. Through our emotional state, through our mental state. And when things start to shift for us, these goblins rear their ugly heads and they keep us from making the proper decisions or taking the proper actions to move forward. So this wishing on the star is kind of piggybacking off of this energy. What is it that you want? Get clear, get decisive, and whatever it is that you want, what is currently in your energy that is keeping it from coming in, from manifesting, from becoming tangible to you? And that's what you need to clean out. That's what you need to clean house of. The people and places and things that do not serve you. Okay? Fear is one of those things. Um, Ending this reading off, we have the Knight of Swords on top of rescue. Immediately, what I get is there is nothing outside of self that can help you in this moment. It's for us to really look inside and figure out how can we rescue ourselves from whatever it is we need rescuing from. I'm also hearing that some of us don't need rescuing, it's the perception. And that's what you need to ask yourself. Do I really need rescuing? And they're saying that this is the case for you, Gaia. It's not a thing of you needing rescue. I feel like you're in the energy of wanting something to come in to alleviate the pressure for you right now, and you're not really taking the time to look at yourself in the way that you could or the way that you should. um, but if you really look at the situation for what it is, it's you allowing the universe to do what it's doing. It's you having that trust in yourself and that trust in the universe. That's where your fear comes from, because you're not giving yourself totally to the universe, and you're not totally comfortable and confident in your connection to the universe. When you understand that you are actually being divinely guided towards what it is you're looking for, then things will shift for you in a different way. And this for me is always or not always, once in a while it is something else outside coming in, but for the most part, this rescue card, when it comes out for me, it's really just it's time to question whether or not you really need to be rescued, or whether you need to be accountable for self and take stock of what's really going on around you right now. Either way, this whole message is about trusting yourself and trusting your connection with the universe, allowing the universal energies to come in this moment and really help you heal, release the things that don't serve you. I'm hearing downloads, downloads. Do not ignore what is coming in. Have you been ignoring? Oh, you're welcome. Have you been ignoring, though, the messages that have been coming in? Okay, yeah. This is you have to get out of your way. And that's really the message most of the time for all of us. We have to learn how to get out of our way. And the best way to do that is to allow. So the easiest thing, or not the easiest, but what you need to remember, I'm saying this specifically to you, Gaia, is that right now you're not open, you're not receptive, and you're not allowing the universe to come in and assist you the way you would want to, or the way it could assist you. You need to flip this card right side up. You need to be open. You need to be, trust. You need to look at, okay, they're saying you need to look at the goblins. The goblins you've tried to run from, but you can't keep running from them. You specifically need to look at these goblins, because this rescue that you're looking for, your answers are in those situations. It's about you correcting your wrongs. And I'm not saying that you've done wrong to people, but you've allowed certain things from people. And those are the things that you need to collect. I'm hearing your biggest thing is going to be boundaries, learning how to set boundaries. And yeah, that's it for the collective. I hope it resonated with you. I hope it was assisting, or it was able to assist some of you guys. I thank you on YouTube. I thank you in Bigo. And that's it.
Thank you, Spirit.
You're always welcome. I'm glad I was able to do it. I'm glad you asked me, Gaia, because I dead ass said I was going to do it, and then I said, I'm not doing shit. So I appreciate you, because you just helped me get my